Okay, listen, if you've ever gaslit yourself into thinking it was not that deep when it very much was that deep, baby, you might be entitled to some compensation or a good cry on this podcast. So, welcome to Pretty Real Persona. I am your host, Ariana Reese. Eh. And today's episode is about how to stop emotionally abandoning yourself. If you've ever prioritized anyone else's needs, silenced your feelings to keep the peace, or treated your emotions like a side character in your story, this one's for you, baby. So tap in, tune in. How to stop emotionally abandoning yourself. If ignoring your own feelings was a sport, baby, I would have placed a gold medal in the Olympics, baby, and skipped the therapy bill. What does emotional abandonment even look like? Emotional abandonment looks like downplaying your emotions, like saying how, like when you feel something or you're feeling sad or you're feeling mad and you're trying to quiet yourself down for being angry. And it's like, or you feel something and someone tries to tell you that, oh, you're being too dramatic or it's not that deep, it's not that serious. But it's like, no one can tell you whether something is that deep or that serious for you, because if you're feeling something about it, it is that deep, that serious to you. So I think the difference is just like, how do you, in a healthy way, like address how you're feeling? So when it comes to like being angry, it's like if you instantly shut yourself down from feeling angry, like that will manifest into something different, like aggression. So it's like you have to have those one-on-one conversations with yourself about, like when you're feeling angry, like obviously try to think logically and like try to have that like inner dialogue with yourself to like, get to the root of why you're feeling the way you're feeling. And it's okay to do that first before you try to communicate that or try to communicate anything. So definitely like prioritize taking that time to address that. But that's how you stop abandoning your emotions, especially in the moment when it comes to like feeling something and you're trying to like either avoid it or push it down or just not address it in the moment. And it's like there are times where you should address things and you shouldn't address things, but like when it comes to you, it's like you got to be one with yourself. So you need to prioritize addressing things, the things that you feel, so they don't manifest into other things. Where I said, calling yourself dramatic when you feel something, or even letting other people call you dramatic, it's just like whether something is dramatic or not, you still felt a way about it. So it's like, don't let people call you dramatic for feeling something, like, or for like, I get it, like, something could be like important to you and not as important to others. And I get that's why they will say, like, oh, you're dramatic about something. But at the end of the day, it's like, if they really care about you, they'll just, try to understand why you're feeling like that or what you're feeling, or even try to help you understand what you're feeling and why you reacted like that. Because really, a lot of time it's mainly our reaction that is dramatic versus like the root of how we're actually feeling is, something that is worth talking about, that we do need to talk about or get through or work through. Saying yes when your whole spirit says is screaming no, like stop saying, I just want to put this out there for y'all. Stop saying yes when you want to say no. Stop saying yes when you want to say no. Stop saying yes when you want to say no. Because every time that is you emotionally abandoning yourself. Because it's like, if you do not have the capacity or you do not feel like doing something, it's okay to say no. Like, you don't always have to do something you don't want to do. Or even then, it's like, yes, if you can do it, but if you literally physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually don't, or it's against your morals, your values, or anything, just say no. Say no and practice saying no, because that's how you get good at saying no. Or um, that's how you get good at just like nurturing how you actually feel. Check in with yourself and be like, okay, do I want to do this? And if your first answer is no, go with that answer, and that's it. I know it's easier said than done, but it's like you will thank yourself so much for it. Also, when you're having a breakdown and you power through it like it's optional, um, if you're having a breakdown, you really need to address that. Like, I recommend you like sitting down in solitude with yourself, getting your journal out, and just mind dumping everything that's on your mind and everything that's causing you to have a breakdown, to get to the root of why you're breaking down right now. Like, is it because you're mentally tired from the week? Is it because, emotionally you've been having too many people lean on you and you haven't been able to deal with your own emotions? um Whether it's any of those things, like, just get to the root and stop acting like when you have breakdowns, like it's optional to address how you feel, or it's optional to care how you feel when you're having that breakdown, or having a breakdown but not like analyzing, okay, why did I have a breakdown so I don't have another one for the same reason, or if so that when I do have another one, I know how to address it and I know how to like work through it in a healthy way that isn't like destructive to everyone around me or even just destructive to myself. We live in a world that celebrates productivity but whispers when we're in pain. Emotional abandonment is a trauma response, especially if you grew up in chaos or instability or didn't feel safe expressing yourself. But guess what? That survival mode strategy is outdated. You're not in that environment anymore and you don't have to leave yourself behind. So I want to talk about why we do it and how it's not your fault. So I just want to challenge you guys right now. Like, raise your hand if "I'm fine" is one of your most toxic catchphrases. I'll wait because I'm her too. Like, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine" kind of girl. Like, if it's like I'm so used to handling things on my own, or like having to be fine to get through things, or like living in a world where it's like sometimes people ask you what's wrong, but they really don't care the reason, or they don't have anything to help you with, or any help to offer you, even any encouraging words. Sometimes, like, you will "I'm fine" it through everything and feel like, it's better to if I just do this on my own type of thing. So it's like I'm definitely guilty, and I think that like the most times that I am not fine, I say I'm fine, and then I just figure it out by myself, and just then I chalk it up to, I don't have nobody, nobody's here for me, and all that other stuff. So if you do that and that's your toxic, catchphrase too, raise your hand. Put a hand raise in the comments. I want to know. So let's get one thing clear. Most of us were not taught how to not emotionally abandon ourselves or how to show up for ourselves. In fact, most of us have been taught to like toughen up or get over it. We've been rewarded for being low maintenance, um, or nonchalant, or being a person that things don't really bother us. And a lot of the times shamed for needing too much. And a lot of times, like, the people who tell you those things are the people who are not aligned with you or serve very little purpose in your life. I challenge you to educate them and really, get in their ass about that, because it's like, don't tell me I'm too much, and don't tell me like, don't, tell me to toughen up, or to be strong. Like, that's when I don't have to be strong every time. Sometimes I could just fall apart, and but the question is, can you hold space for me? If you can't, I get it, I get it. Maybe you're someone who has been taught, those things too, and that's why you're saying it to me. I get it. It's funny how those things kind of work. And a lot of times when we get told those things, we internalize it and keep choosing survival mode over connection. But sis, you are not hard to love. Just learn to disappear to stay safe. And man, that is one of my biggest things too, because it's like me. I used to listen, when you like get your own everything and you work on having your own everything, you never have to stay anywhere um that you don't want to be. As soon as someone, gets on your nerves or blows you out the water, then you get your stuff and you go home, because that's where you feel safe at. Like, I'm one of them. Like, if anybody is like gets to offending me or gets to doing too much, like, I feel like I used to be at like, okay, I'll take my time away from you, blah 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 blah. But now it's like, me, no, I'm going to correct you. I'm going to teach you how to treat me. Because if I don't, then every time I get somewhere and you're there, we're going to have the same thing, and I'm feel like I have to leave somewhere to make you comfortable or because I'm uncomfortable. No, I'm just going to make myself comfortable because now I'm going to communicate to you how you treat me and what you say to me and what you don't say to me and the things that you do around me or that I won't allow you to do around me no more. And honestly, healing really means showing up for yourself emotionally, mentally, spiritually, nurturing yourself. That's healing. That's really what healing really means. Mic drop. Are you ready to upgrade your comfort and do something good for the planet? Let me introduce you to Cozy Earth, baby. You're tired of tossing and turning on them scratchy sheets, it's time for you to change. Cozy Earth offers the most breathable and comfortable sheets bedding you'll ever experience. Made from organic bamboo that is comfortable, that is gentle on your skin, and even gentler for the earth, baby. Imagine falling asleep every night on ultra soft, eco friendly sheets that keep you cool in the summer and warm in the winter. And it's not just about bedding. Cozy Earth has a full line of loungewear, sleepwear, blankets, and even activewear. Whether you're lounging at home, doing yoga, or just relaxing, why settle for average when you can have the best? Don't wait, upgrade your comfort today. Your bed, your body, and the planet will thank you. So use my code PrettyReal10 and I'll put it up on the bottom of the screen. PrettyReal10 to get 41% off of all products. And now I kind of want to talk about how to reconnect with yourself when you've been emotionally MIA. The plot twist, your inner child actually is that dramatic and she deserves a stage, a nap, and a snack, baby. You really have to become one with your inner child and you really have to this does take a lot of just self-awareness, self-reflection. Like I recommend you do inner child journal prompts to just really get a base of okay, how did I feel as a child? How does that um connect to how I'm feeling now as an adult, and how can we use each other and need not even use each other, but how can we become one and help each other? Because sometimes a lot of your reactions are really your inner child reactions of how you didn't feel safe or how you didn't feel like anyone cared about you, like you felt abandoned or you felt unloved. Like a lot of times, like when you have big reactions, that is your inner child, you know, expressing themselves. So that's why I say really get in tune to yourself and see what your inner child is asking of you or what you need to nurture in yourself to heal from that. So here's how you start emotionally showing back up again when you've been emotionally MIA. So name the feeling. So try saying no, I'm not fine. I'm sad. Um I'm tired, I'm overwhelmed. You cannot heal what you won't name. Two, make micro check-in habits. Like make sure you're checking in yourself. Ask yourself, how am I feeling in this moment? Am I feeling safe? Um because you're rebuilding that intimacy with yourself. So it's just like you would go and ask someone, when you see someone's not okay or you see their facial expression and you wouldn't be okay if you were them and you see that on someone else's face, how you would ask them are you okay? Are you feeling okay? Ask yourself that same thing. You get a weird feeling when you're at an event, you ask yourself am I okay? Are you okay? And three, stop judging your emotions. Like it's okay to feel how you're feeling. You're only human. And because we're human, we have feelings. And because we're human, we don't have to judge. Um, four, validate yourself first. Before you go and ask someone else for support, validate yourself first. Support yourself first, your own safe space. Make reconnection rituals, whether that's going on solo dates, taking solo walks, journaling, saying affirmations in the mirror, dancing in your bonnet to SZA, baby. And whatever it is that makes you reconnect back with yourself. Make that a habit. So today I want to introduce a new segment called Pretty Powerful Affirmations. And basically, we're just going to use it to manifest what we want. So take a deep breath in and then breathe out slowly and repeat after me. I will no longer leave myself behind. I am worthy of my own attention and care. My feelings are valid, and even when no one else understands them. I choose to come home to myself today with grace. I am not too much, I am just enough. And save this segment and save this segment whenever you're feeling like you want to reconnect with yourself or you're emotionally abandoning yourself and you need something to like help you reconnect with yourself. Save this segment and listen to it when, you're in that moment. All right, besties, if you got to this moment, see you no more spiritually ghosting yourself. You're not invisible to yourself anymore. If this episode hit, send it to the group chat. If you want more of this realness, hit the follow and subscribe button and tap in with us every Wednesday. And if you're feeling extra generous, leave us a review, leave a comment under the video because that helps us reach people who want to stop abandoning themselves too. And if you want more healing in your feed, follow us at Pretty Real Persona Podcast on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram, and whatever social media that you emotionally spiral to. This has been Pretty Real Persona, where we grow, we glow, and get hella honest. So don't leave yourself behind this week, boo. You deserve to be seen, especially by you. So much for tuning into Pretty Real Persona. I am your host, Ariana Reese, and I cannot wait to see you guys next week. Bye, guys. Thank you for tuning in. And if you guys have any questions or if you guys like today's episode, please make sure you subscribe to Pretty Real Persona. We're on YouTube. Like us, follow us on TikTok, Instagram. We're on that. We're on those social media platforms too. And leave a comment in the comments about, what you liked about today's episode, what topics you guys want me to speak on, if you want to see me add a guest, have some guests on, let me know.